Taylor Heinicke, consistently good last night. So good, he told Michael Irvin after the game that he thinks he's earned the right to be the starter for the rest of the season. A gutsy statement from him. Let's hear from some of the Washington teammates and the coach, Ron Rivera, on the performance of Taylor Heinicke last night.
The thing that was real impressive about him was the way he bounced back after the turnover. Prior to that, he went down in 3 plays and scored a touchdown.
He came in last year and showed he can sling it. You just give him, camp with the whole team that all these practices and, he can come in the game and he can throw that pill. We have all trust in full and, we on his side.
Yeah, no, you're looking at a team who has 100% confidence in their quarterback. We're 100% behind him. We truly believe we can win with him, and I think he's shown that time and time again.
He's always ready for his moment, and I love guys who are always ready for their moment, always prepared. He doesn't complain about the reps that he gets in practice, even when he wasn't the starter. He just makes the most of his opportunities. That's all you can ask for.
Yeah, they like Taylor Heinicke. That was Ron Rivera, Chase Young, J.D. McKissick, and Terry McLaurin. And there it is by quarter for Taylor Heinicke. He got it done with the game on the line in that fourth quarter. 14 for 20, 158 yards, 1 touchdown. That pick by James Bradbury that seemed to swing everything in the Giants' favor, and it's Heinicke that takes the team down the field. There really was a lack of urgency. You start this final drive with 2 minutes, Peter, and it's tick, 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 and throws underneath, and the ball is down in bounds, and the clock keeps ticking, and where are you throwing to the sideline? And here, they're at the 50 with only 30 seconds left, and another tackle in bounds. Only there does Adam Humphries get out of bounds and stop the clock, but hey, all it takes is 1 second left on the clock.
The Adam Humphries pass was the biggest play of the drive.
Yes.
You're right, Mike. I kept saying, will you throw a sideline route? But the Adam Humphries play was the key play of the drive. It got them in field goal position. And then, look, the Giants helped them twice, obviously, with the neutral zone infraction, earlier in the drive, and then with the offside on the missed field goal. Look, as I said at the beginning, Mike, losing teams make losing plays. And the Giants made a lot of them last night.
And the one thing I noticed about Heinicke, because I was concerned the way he played against the Buccaneers in the playoffs, it was too reckless, it wasn't sustainable. He would never make it week in and week out if he ever had a chance to play week in and week out. He didn't have that same quality last night. Yeah, he ran from time to time, but Daniel Jones was far more reckless with his body than Taylor Heinicke was. And maybe he will be able to stay healthy for the duration of the Ryan Fitzpatrick injury, and maybe by the time we get to the point where Fitzpatrick is healthy, maybe he won't be 100% and won't get to 100% until they decide that Heinicke has cooled off. But that drive you mentioned earlier, here's some of it here, the long pass to J.D. McKissick that set up the eventual touchdown to Ricky Seals-Jones. What a throw that was. That was kind of like, do I have it? Do I have it? Do I have it? Screw it. I have it. And he had it. It was awesome.
Well, the great thing about that throw, Mike, the great thing about that throw is that it's the classic for a quarterback. Your guy can catch it or nobody. And that's exactly what he did. He put it up tall for a 6'5" receiver so that maybe the Giants defender could have batted the ball away. Maybe. But he certainly couldn't have been able to make a catch on that throw. That, to me, was a vintage drive that if you are Scott Turner, the offensive coordinator, if you are Ron Rivera, Scott Turner's got to walk in today and say, listen, if he keeps playing like this, we got to give this kid a shot. And, obviously he's got a shot now for 6 weeks at least. But if he plays mostly like that, and again, look, it's ridiculous to say, well, if you turn the ball over, you can't play. You turn the ball over one time. I'll take a guy who in 17 games, fumbling and throwing interceptions, turns it over 17 times. I'll take that, okay? I mean, you don't really want that, but if you average 1 turnover a game, you're on the right side of history. And I'm including fumbling. But to me, I think he showed last night, and Rivera's absolutely right, how he came back from, a nearly fatal play with 2 minutes and 16 seconds left shows me that he has the ability to accept failure and not let it ruin him.
Poor Ryan Fitzpatrick. The table's finally set for that guy. Late in his career, after everything he did in Miami, the Linda Blair exorcist throw against the Raiders during the holidays that was just magical. His other moments of Fitzmagic. There is no in-between. It's Fitzmagic or it's Fitztragic. And now here he is. Not benched yet, but injured and unable to play, and his replacement playing incredibly well. And already saying openly, at least on the NFL Network broadcast postgame, that he's deserved and earned the opportunity to be the starter for the rest of the season. So, sorry you're injured, Fitz. The new guy is trying to take over.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.